Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody from Switzerland. My name is Nicole. I want to play a couple of seconds for you. Hi, everybody. So nice you are here. We have already two guests who are looking at it. So I choose a topic for you today to talk about saxophone reeds, how you can prepare it. And of course, I could talk about that like more than 15 minutes, but it's Tuesday evening and it's just like a little appetizer for your evening and to come in later again. I'm doing 15 minutes talking about the saxophone reeds. And before we start, just some little points. Can you read that? I have a new CD and you can get it on Bandcamp or on my webpage. The second, my webpage is nicolejohentgen.com. And the third is please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the fourth, I'm doing online lessons. And online lessons means on any media online, I will teach you and give you some good support for your saxophone playing and give you some inputs and some energy. So for today, we're talking about the saxophone reed. For example, I'm playing on my saxophone and I feel like not really comfortable. Let's try that. I need too much air. It doesn't work real good for me. So let me see what's the thing with my reed. Let's check that out. I'm playing since 25 years now, the saxophone, and I'm pretty stable with one brand. And I'm using, for example, the Dario Select Jazz 2M, because many people ask me, what kind of reed do you play? It sounds so easy. And I'm using them for 20 years now. Not Select Jazz, but they called in earlier times Rico Royal. But there are, or Rico reeds. There are lots of reeds. So come to my topic. So what we need to prepare the reed. When I was young, I was doing that. I have a little wooden table and I have a knife. If there's a kid watching this video, please take care. Mother and father should be with you, okay? So this is my reed, and it's not anymore so fresh, but to show you the structure of it, it's very, very important to understand that it's already destroyed and it's getting very old. To refresh it again, that it gets the power back, we have to work a little bit on it. Do you see these dark lines? We call it in German Kapillarröhrchen. I don't know the name in English. But if you have a lot of these black lines or brown lines, they are filled with water. So it means it says me if a reed has a lot of these lines, then you can really work with this reed. It does playing these things which you like to have. So it means it's a good friend for saxophone playing. And there are reeds which have not really a lot of these lines. And then if I see this, I know already it could be I have to work more on this reed, you know. So this is my friend, right? And here is a part. This part of the saxophone reed, this is the heart, das Herz, the heart of the reed. Don't touch that. It's forbidden. Don't touch that, yeah? What you can work on is this side and maybe in front, but take care. This and this, yeah? So, And now I show you how I worked when I was young. I have, of course, other material right now, but just to make it very simple, I show you this now. So I take the paper I used before. Yeah, I take this, put it here on this black stuff. Then I take my reed, put it on the reed. Yeah, so I have it here. So, and then I can work on this side and on this side with a knife. Very, very carefully. I'm doing it now in the air. Just, I'm touching it very carefully. Like here, yeah? I make this. Yeah. You should do it on this table, that you have a pressure against it. Don't, if you want to work on a reed, don't take your best reeds. Just take old reeds, just to check it out. Yeah, if you have, for example, a reed which is too strong for you, which is mostly in the beginning, which is very, very strong, which doesn't get better after 2 or 3 days, then you can work on this reed with a knife which has no form, like which is straight. I'm using in between another little thing. It's this is my material. It's it has Sharpie stuff here, so I can really work on it. If you want to know what brand this is, please write me. Okay, so I prepare it a little bit, yeah? And you see how much dirt comes off. This is dirty stuff we don't need. Yeah, I make this very, very soft. If it's too strong. So, and then I'm going on the back, and the back doesn't really look nice. Look. It's also a little bit dirty. Some spaghetti from yesterday. No, not really, of course. So I take my knife, and seriously, I don't do it in the air, of course. I do it on the table. So I showed you now how it works. Very soft. And you can hear the sound already. Take off this Schmaddel, you say in German, this very dirty stuff. So very, very soft, be soft. And then at the end, you take your table and you make like this. And then if this dirt comes off, you see something shiny. And that's a good sign. Yes, now, yeah, there you can see that it shines. It's more clean now. Okay, so this I take in my mouth again, make it wet, put it back on the saxophone. Let's see if it works better now. Well, important is, if it's already a used one, make it wet. I make it wet like this. Put it in the back. If you have a new reed, and that happens a lot of times, if you have a new reed, they are really strong and heavy. Before you work on the reed, give yourself a time, like maybe 1, 2, let's say 3 days. And if the reed doesn't get better, or let's say 2 days, if the reed really doesn't get better, and you are like, you try to really blow it, but the reed doesn't do anything what you want to do, put it first in a glass of water and wait maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Then it is more wet and it's more flexible, okay? There are some saxophonists, they have in their back every day like a little class, closed class with a reed inside. I'm not doing it. I'm just trying to get a glass of water and then put it inside for 15 minutes. And then let's see if it works better. And after 3 days, if you feel like, this is really too strong, I cannot do that anymore, then you need to prepare the reed. And be careful, don't touch the heart. The heart is very important. Make it here. Here. You can you can work on it, and here, yeah, and here. Usually in the beginning, when you take a very new reed, I would even say that's what I'm actually doing. I'm using my little machine, and make first here and taking off this dirt, and then you see, oh, how much dirty stuff is on this reed. You don't want to have that in your mouth. So and then I make it in the water and wait 10 minutes, and then I start to play, and usually it works very good because then you take off all the dirt. So you see how it works. Of course, this is now only very, very short online session here right now, but I'm giving lessons online, and I love to do that, especially in this time where everybody has to be at home. And I can teach about beatbox technique, about improvisation. I have a lot of students which are interested in improvisation, and yeah, maybe if you want to dive in this topic, preparing the read, just let me a comment or write an email, or however, let me know if you are interested. Okay, let's see. So works fantastic indeed in the lower part, like works, and in the upper part as well, like flageolet part. Yeah, and then it, of course, if I'm sitting, it's not the best. I should stand, but now I'm sitting for you. Well, yes, then another trick with the saxophone reed is if your reed if you put it straight on the mouthpiece like this, yeah, you can see a little bit from the black mouthpiece, and like this, yeah. Then it could be maybe sometimes the reed is too shiny, like zzz, or too fat. And then I found out over the 25 years, you can do something without preparing the reed with any knife, whatever. So if you feel like your saxophone reed is too, let's say, too heavy, then make this more loosen. I'm doing now something. I turn it a little bit on the right side. Yeah. So it's not anymore perfect in the middle. It's more on the right side. And let's see what happens when it's on the right side. It seems it is more softer. It is more fat and more warm, right? So if I'm doing it back on the middle, yeah, I'm putting it back in the middle like it should be. So you can hear it has more highs. Right? Yeah. So on the right side, it was more fat. And now I'm going to the left side. Let's see what happens if I'm turning the reed slightly a little bit on the left side. You see what I mean? I'm putting it more here. This would be extreme. Love to make the things extreme. This would be extreme. No. This would be the middle. So I'm just turning it a little bit left. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So it's something in between, like not really very bright, but also not very fat. So something in between. So actually, these are very helpful tricks not to destroy a reed before you think, this is not the sound I want to have today. Just try to move your reed a little bit. And then the other option is also to take it more in this direction. I show you now. So if your reed is too soft, you could cut it. But if you don't have a cutter, a saxophone cutter, you can turn it like, usually I have it like this. Yeah. So, like this. Then you have more of the other side, or you put it, if it's too strong, you can try to put it here. Yeah, look. Yeah. This is the other possibility. So, whatever you do, do it with fun. And yeah. So I will play. I hope to see you next Tuesday. Let's see what we can talk about. That will be a surprise. So I will play something little for you, and then I see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a nice day, and stay healthy. And I hope you could understand my English. My funny English. See you.